What up, what up? It's your boy Janky with another video. This video will be an unboxing, a brief overview, and my initial impressions of the Pelican 1615 Air travel case. So why did I buy this Pelican case? Well, a few years ago, I took up a new hobby, which happened to be scuba diving. I used to just rent the scuba equipment wherever I would go diving, but a few months ago, I got my advanced open water certification. At that point, I was really starting to enjoy scuba diving, so I decided to buy my own gear. I bought everything except the tank and the weights. Initially, I just used a regular check-in size suitcase to transport my stuff, but certain pieces of my gear didn't really fit as well as I would like. I started searching for an alternative that would be a better fit and offer good protection and security for all my scuba gear. I've always been familiar with Pelican cases, and I've had them in the past. They're super tough, they're made in America, and they have a lifetime warranty. The Pelican Air series is very similar to their regular cases. They still offer excellent protection, but they're way lighter compared to their regular cases. Obviously, weight is a pretty important factor for me since it'll be checked in with the airline. I decided to go with the 1615 because it's the maximum airline check-in size. I have quite a bit of scuba gear, and I wanted to make sure that I maximized all the space that was allowed. The case that I bought was the base version, without any of the foam or the organizers. Pelican also sells other versions with a Pick N Pluck foam, and they also offer some with dividers. There's a lot of organization options available. It really just depends on what your mission is. I also noticed that Pelican has the 1615 Travel Edition, which comes with a lid organizer, some packing cubes, and built-in TSA latches, but it's a lot more expensive than the base version. I decided those extras aren't really worth the significant price difference. And besides, I can always buy third-party accessories later on if I really wanted to. And it would be a lot less than what Pelican was charging for them. Now with that, let's get this thing out of the box. Alright guys, I just finished unboxing the Pelican case. By the way, this is my cat. His name is Maximus, also known as Max. He's an awesome cat. He's going to be hanging out while I go through some of the features of this case. So let's start with the exterior dimensions. According to the Pelican website, the exterior dimensions of this case is 32.6 inches by 18.4 by 11 inches. So that falls within the maximum airline check-in size, so you should have no problems as far as checking this thing in. Now, it is waterproof and crushproof and dustproof, so anything that you put inside here is going to be very well protected from the elements. Now, like I already said, it's super lightweight. It's made of a special polymer that's up to 40% lighter than their regular cases. It has 5 latches total. It has 1 latch here, and the latches work, you push them and then you pull them up. That's how you open it. So that's 1 latch there. There's 3 more on this side, and there's another latch over here. And they all work the same way. You push and you open them, just like that. There's also a place here, they're steel reinforced, where you can actually put padlocks to secure your case. Now, continuing with the rest of the case, it also comes with these overmolded folding handles, one on the top, one on the side here, and also one in the bottom. Now, these fold neatly, they tuck in away when you're not using them. They're really solid, really strong, and they come in really handy, especially if you're gonna try and load this in the back of a car or something like that. So you have some really strong lift points. It also comes with a business card holder here. You can put your information there. You can either position it there. There's also a place where you can position it over here. Also, it comes with an automatic pressure equalization valve right here. Now what that does, it balances the interior pressure and it keeps water out. Now speaking of keeping water out, once you open this, this actually has an O-ring all around the lid here. And what that lid does, it keeps water out of the interior of the case. Now the case is IP67 rated, so it is dust proof, and it's also waterproof up to 1 meter of water. Moving on to the rear of the case, it has an extendable trolley handle right here. So this just extends out, and once it's fully extended, it locks in place, and you can use that to pull it along the airport, stuff like that. And after you're done with it, you just lift this latch up right here and you push it back in. And when you do that, it locks back neatly in place. Now, I mentioned rolling. This actually comes with really quiet wheels. There's only 2 wheels here, and they're pretty quiet, and they're made with stainless steel ball bearings, so you shouldn't have any problems with that. But otherwise, pretty simple. The handle's built right in here. There's no obtrusions or anything like that. Nice and flat surface, looks good. So let's move on to the interior of the case. But before that, this is my other cat. His name is Noodles. He's a really funny cat. But he's gonna be hanging out here, and he's gonna help demonstrate what fits inside this case. This is for demonstration purposes only, but he's gonna help out. Noodles, just for reference, is about 15 pounds. Max is a big boy, he's 20 pounds. But according to the Pelican website, the interior dimensions of this case is 29.6 by 15.5 by 9.4 inches. As you can see, Noodles fits in there without any problems. Look at that. There you go. I bet I could put Max in there too if I wanted to without any issues. The interior of the case is pretty straightforward. It's just a nice big opening. Not a lot going on there, but you can fit a lot of gear in here if you really wanted to. Now the lid is just flat. It has a little bit of room out here too, and that's also included in the interior dimensions, the calculations for the interior dimensions. There's also these little standoffs right here, plastic standoffs, where you can buy third-party accessories. For example, if you wanted to put like a lid organizer, or if you want to buy the lid organizer that Pelican sells, you can do that too, but that's where they screw in. But otherwise, it's a pretty straightforward space here. And you can rest assured that whatever gear or equipment that you put in there, they're going to be totally protected. Here's a side-by-side size comparison of the Pelican 1615 case compared to a typical 24-inch spinner suitcase. Now, as you guys can see, the suitcase on the left is wider compared to the Pelican, but the Pelican makes up for it because it is taller than this suitcase right here. As far as the depth, they're very comparable. I didn't see a significant difference, so you won't be losing a lot of room. The next thing I want to do is to compare the weight of the Pelican case compared to a typical 24-inch hard side luggage. Both of these bags are empty, so let's go ahead and take our measurements. First, we're gonna weigh the Pelican. And the Pelican weighs 14.5 pounds empty. Next, we are going to weigh the 24-inch hard side suitcase. And it weighs 9.2 pounds empty. And there you have it, folks. That was a brief overview of the Pelican 1615 Air case. So far, I am very impressed. This thing is built like a tank. It is tough as nails. And I'm very confident that whatever gear I put in here is gonna be well protected, it's gonna be secure, and they're gonna arrive in one piece at whatever destination I'm at. Now, one thing I did forget to mention is that this case is actually very positively buoyant. it has a lift force of more than 160 pounds, meaning that if this thing fell in the water and as long as it was closed and it was sealed, this thing should have no problem floating to the surface as long as you don't have more than 160 pounds in it. So it can even serve as an emergency flotation device when worse comes to worse. Now, the Pelican website lists this particular case with an MSRP of $320, but I discovered that if you actually went through one of their authorized dealers, you can get it for cheap. I can put a link in the description to the authorized dealer that I purchased this from. They're located in Los Angeles, and you can check them out yourselves. Anyway, I hope that you guys liked this video. I hope that you found it useful. Leave a comment below, smash that like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.